Hi guys, today I'm chatting to the co-founders of Zerpaay. Zerpaay is a self-made movement built on the XRPL by multiple crypto developers and enthusiasts. Their Zerpaay World is an innovative gaming platform that merges entertainment with earning opportunities through their ZRPY token. I've been lucky enough to try out their games and they were nostalgic, fun and addictive. So let's get started.
Thank you, and thanks for having us here, Sarah. I'm a big fan of Genfinity, and I have a feeling I'm going to be a big fan of GameFinity now, which I'm really excited to see what you guys do and what you come up with. And I'm really honored that you're kind of showcasing what we're doing. Hi, I'm PP, formerly known as XRPP. I am, a figure in crypto Twitter. I have kind of a cult following because I have done satire, a lot of satire and comedy in of the crypto space and the XRP community and so on over the past 4 or 5 years. And now I'm the co-founder of Zerpe and Zerpe World, which we're excited to talk about.
Okay, my name is Michael, and I'm coming from the cinema industry. I've been in cinema for 17 years, and I've discovered crypto 6 years ago, and I fell in love for it.
Okay. So I had written hundreds of satire articles satirizing the crypto space and the XRP space in particular. And Michael messaged me one day and he said, "Hey, can I do the Photoshops for your stuff? I really like your stuff." And I said, "Yeah, sure. Let's do this." And so he, for hundreds of my articles, he would do Photoshops. He's from the film industry. He's very, very talented, very creative. So one of the satire articles that I came out with was about this fake meme coin Zerpe. Well, recently, last year, we're like, hey, let's go ahead and actually make Zerpe, because that article I wrote 3+ years ago. But last year, we're like, hey, we're both creative. We've both done projects for other work for other crypto projects. Let's do our own in our own way. So we decided we're going to go ahead and make Zerpe a thing. So it started out as certainly it started out as a meme token on the XRP ledger. But very quickly, we wanted to develop it into a gaming platform because we're both very big into the use case for blockchain and crypto in gaming. And so we built the community. We rewarded people who took part in building the project with us. You know, interacting with our social media, taking part in the shows that I hosted. We hosted like 5 shows a week for about 8 months, allowing people to have fun in the community, earn Zerpe, and so on. So the majority of our token has been gifted to in circulation just for people taking part in the project. But like I said, very quickly, we wanted to turn it into a gaming platform. So we went to work trying to figure out, okay, how are we going to do this? We made it all from scratch. Neither one of us are specifically gaming developers. So we decided what the platform was going to be, what types of games we were going to have on it, and we set to work recruiting a gaming dev team, recruiting a back-end team, and started making our own custom games on Zerpe World. And we're at the point now where we have 3 games that are live on the platform, and we have about 4 or 5 other games that are in development right now. Ultimately, we want to have dozens of games on this platform. But right now, we're kind of in the beta stage with 3 games, and the play to earn function is already in its earliest stages, but it's already released. And I understand you have already tried some of our games.
I have lost quite a few many hours now playing your games, and they're brilliant, by the
That
way.
that's
Tons of
good to
fun.
hear.
You're welcome.
The
Tons
more
of
hours
fun.
you lose playing means the better the platform is. Good.
Exactly. Just don't tell Solomon.
So there's Zerpe World. That's the main page on zerpeworld.com. Don't forget the extra A. It's not Zerpe PAY. It's AAY. Very important, Sarah.
Yep.
And it's pretty easy. You can immediately connect your Zaman, formerly Zum wallet, or Gem or Crossmark. It'll create a QR code. You scan from your wallet and then create a username, and you're signed in and ready to go. Now on the platform, Sarah, right now it requires an NFT to allow one of our Zerpe NFTs to allow you access to the platform. That is going to be changing in the future. We are going to have the NFT is going to give you a boost in what's called Zerpe power, but it is just going to be your token holdings that is automatically identified by signing in with your wallet. Just going to be your token holdings that allows you access to the platform. So if you have 5,000 Zerpe tokens, the back end will see that, and it'll allow you access at least to the first play to earn game. As you can see on his screen right now, because that's our company wallet, it has 200,000 Zerpe in it right now, and it shows him at a Zerpe power level of 40. But if you have at least 5,000 Zerpe, you're going to be able to connect to the first play to earn game. The more Zerpe you hold, the higher your Zerpe power level, and the more games, the more play to earn games you'll have access to. And you can see how that would benefit you, because if you have access to just one game, well, everyone else who has access to the platform is going to have access to that same game. So you can imagine how tough it's going to be to get up the leaderboard. I mean, you played for a while. Probably it looks like you got a pretty good score of 18,000 on Zerptopia, but
Yeah.
you can see the how the competition is, you know. So if you can access games that less people have access to,
Less
the competition is going
competition.
to be a little bit thinner, right? So you'll have a better chance at getting up the leaderboard. And what does it mean if you get up the leaderboard? What it means is at the end of the challenge week, which we have a gaming challenge that goes every week. So at the end of the weekly leaderboard, it resets on Wednesday. Depending on your position on the leaderboard, you're going to win what's called bones. And go ahead and click on that bones thing, Michael. So you'll win bones. If you get number one on the leaderboard for any of our games, you'll get 5,000 bones. Now, when it's held on the platform, those bones are equal to Zerpe. So the Zerpe that you hold makes gives you a better Zerpe power level. But when you earn the bones, when held on the platform, it's going to be equal to one in your Zerpe holdings. So let's say you get number one on the leaderboard, you get 5,000 bones distributed to you. That's going to be equal to 5,000 Zerpe as well when you consider you're climbing up the Zerpe power leaderboard. But if you decide to go ahead and cash out those bones to Zerpe, which has a market value, it's available on Bitrue on the XRPL DEX right now. It You would only be able to cash out a 50% ratio. So if you cashed out 5,000 bones, or 2,000 or 1,000, it would only be worth 50% in Zerpe. Now that's real money. You can cash that out, and you can just treat it like a play to earn cash out, and that's great.
So right now we have 3 games available on the platform. So the first one we have released was Jetbark. So basically it's like Flappy Bird but with a dog. The difference is in Flappy Bird you have only one biome. In this one you have 10 different biomes.
Yeah, so we have for this 10 different levels. It's been played extensively, and the platform, by the way, has done very well in the first. I think we've been live for about 4 or 5 weeks. We've had almost 20,000 plays, loads and plays of our game. Matter of fact, I need to check because I think it's more than that now, and that's considerable when you think about the amount of people who have had access to the platform, which is not that many, because it's only our NFT holders so far that have had access to the platform, which is a small group of just a few hundred. So what we're probably going to do here pretty soon is we're going to open up the platform to anyone who wants to come on and play. But the play to earn, so anyone can come on and play these custom games, and that's great. But the play to earn, if you want to actually earn, you're going to have some token holdings that will allow you the Zerpe power level in order to access the games. But this again, it's the token holdings. It's what's going to allow them access to these play to earn games. The NFTs, where now the NFTs are a pass to allow you access to the platform. The NFTs are going to be primarily just a boost to your Zerpe power. So the general kernel and major NFTs will allow you, I think, what is it, Michael? Like a 30%, 20%, and 10% boost in
20,
Zerpe power.
20, 15, and 10.
Zerpe power goes from level 0 to level 100. And the higher your level, the more your benefits, the more games you'll have access to, and so on. This one is Zerpe's Epic Quest. Some of our games are going to be just a little bit too heavy to play on your mobile devices. This is one of them. So this one will have to be played on a tablet or on a computer. But most of our games on the platform are going to be mobile playable. And that is because we're using Unity and WebGL. It's not really designed to perfectly be used for a lot of older mobile devices, or for iOS. If you have, Apple phones or iOS, you're using iOS, you might have a challenge with some of our games.
The challenge we have with that will be for iOS, because
Okay.
people can earn money, and the policy of Apple is a little bit different than the App Store, for example. Not
Yep.
the App Store, the Play Store. So far we don't know how it's gonna play out for iOS, but that's definitely in the plan. And also that will allow us to have items that you can purchase skins and different things with Zerpe. So yeah, it's coming. Not now. It's gonna be this year probably, maybe before December. But yeah, that's in the plan.
Perfect.
We showed Jetbark and we showed Epic Quest. Now we're going to load up Zerptopia, which right now I think this is the fan favorite because it's what people have become the most enthralled and addicted by is Zerptopia. Now it's a regular kind of match game where you match the particular characters, but as you match the characters, they turn into the larger characters, as you can see on the key on the left. The more matches you have, the more points you get. But you just have to keep everything below that dotted horizontal line up top. If your characters rest above that line, then the game is over. And we've had some people just going nuts with this game.
I think
This is a
the most simple is the game. The most chance you have to be addicted to it.
absolutely.
No. Mhm. So right now I can play like a little bit crazy. So I should not recommend to play like that because your score will not be higher than 10K. But just to show you what's going on if you die.
And all of our games now, we do base our games on other existing games, like Michael said, with the Jetbark being kind of like Flappy Birds. This one is kind of modeled after another existing game, but every single one of our games is custom. So we have custom not only artwork and sounds and so on, but we have custom programming. Each one of them is programmed from scratch with our game dev team. So we're constantly working on ideas for new games. So we both come up with the ideas of what we would like, and then we have brainstorming sessions about the artwork and the style of game that it will be. Michael makes all of these combined with AI and his own Photoshop and After Effects abilities that he has honed in the film industry. He makes all of our sprites for all of our games and then works with our game dev team. So this is one of our characters that we had created in the past for Zerpe World is Captain Sniffhole. That's Captain Sniffhole right there. And this is going to be Captain Sniffhole Adventure, which is going to be our slot machine, which hopefully is going to be very fun and addictive. It's not like actual money that you're playing on the slots, but it is going to have a bones equivalent, right, Michael?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Totally.
So you are going to be able to play with bones and earn bones. But in this slot machine, it's going to be very not only very fun, but very interesting because you're going to have the ability to lose out on your bones as well. So our social is probably the best way to follow us, which is Zerpe Official. It's at Zerpe Official on Twitter or X. Zerpe, don't forget the extra A-A-Y, Zerpaay Official is our name on Twitter. We have a Discord that is also linked on our Twitter, and you can join us and get information there as well. But everything is going to be announced on our Twitter, more or less. And the site is, of course, zerpaay.com, zerpaay.com. The gaming site is linked on there, but it's zerpaayworld.com, zerpaay world.com. And you can access our token on the XRPL DEX or on Bitrue. Bitrue has a USDT pair with our token.
Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and none of this is financial advice.